Hello everyone, BKMana here, and back with some more Xenoblade Chronicles X. This time we're going into Chapter 13, Act 2. The second Project Exodus. Oh, okay. What kind of lore are we going to learn this time?
We got a basic plan drawn up. Meet me in command.
Roger. Let's move.
Ever since Void turned up, we've been witnessing ganglion remnants stirring back to life, all across Mira.
Makes sense.
They're as vulnerable as us, what with the DMAT events and ghosts. But they've also got a new objective that'll have lit a fire under them.
Objective? Oh, Void's floating continent.
Volataris is a special place. Those who heard Void's call have begun some holy pilgrimage there, for the promise of a new world under their creator's leadership. They may be fragmented at best, and little more than a minor nuisance, but these recent events have granted them new purpose.
You'd think they'd want to regroup quietly. Instead, they're out there raising hell.
I'm glad they'd kick the blues, but throwing an all-you-can-loot and plunder buffet? That part I don't love.
Remember, they were a coalition. Their mission, to eradicate Samar's descendants, including us. The tiger cannot so easily change its stripes.
The fight for survival, it never ends, huh?
We've come a long way indeed. This place, it is our second home. We've overcome the odds, made it a safe haven. DMAT events, ghosts, ganglion. We must remain firm against these ever-present threats. In addition, we must reclaim the cores Void stole, prepare to leave for a new world. Bluntly, the only choice left for us now is to run.
In other words, we're talking about a second Project Exodus.
Just when we've beaten that damn Luxar. We just can't seem to catch a break, can we?
No kidding. Just when I was starting to put down some roots here.
A truly gut-rending thought.
I do share your grief. However, we must face the facts. The dematerialization phenomenon is spreading, and eventually it will engulf the planet in its entirety. This truth is unequivocal. And this time, it's not just humanity's future that's at stake. Our aim now is to evacuate all races that live on Mira.
Every single one?
That's gonna be a big
Of course. All those that would be amenable to our proposal. Regrettably, any life forms we cannot communicate with will not be considered.
That's quite, how should we say, egoistic, no?
I understand how you feel. I didn't propose it lightly. But frankly, it's just not feasible to do otherwise. Some species are dangerous, some others simply too violent. With the time we have and the available personnel, finding a way to save them all is impossible.
Okay, but even narrowing it down just to the sentient races, will that work?
Good point. If our only choice is to build a lifeboat, making something big enough, it's gonna take some time.
We've agreed on a cooperative partnership with the Manon to obtain a ship.
Okay.
We're going to use the Manon ship, the one over NLA.
You betcha. Eyeballing it, it should have the capacity. Enough to carry all evacuees. Of course, it'll need a fair bit of retrofitting. We'll need to incorporate the Ares jump drive and the Lifehold Core's protoplasmic fluid system. But if we work together, we should make it before the Reaper comes a-knocking.
Why, that's feeding 3 cooks with 1 stove.
Right, so that part we've got tied up with a bow.
We've already contacted all known Xeno communities. They should be apprised of the plan. Sadly, some of them did respond they're planning to go down with the planet, but most are currently in the process of relocating to NLA.
Then we've got no time to lose.
Right.
As of now, all active Blade personnel are ordered to give this plan the highest degree of priority.
Broadly, we have 2 objectives. Helping to construct the escape vessel and supporting those who want to come to NLA. It's all hands on deck. We may require troops to take assignments across division lines. Be ready for anything.
Roger. Recap. We may get assigned stuff outside of our official divisions, right?
That's
Right.
what Vandam just said.
First off, we should head back to the barracks. Make sure we're prepared for anything.
'Kay.
Still can't open that. Guess I need to accomplish something first. Maybe finish an affinity quest that will get me the capability.
Yeah?
Oh?
Oh, hello.
Where's the fire?
Here's the deal, right? You know how we're helping wire in the Ares jump drive system, don't you?
Yes, so we've heard.
But actually, we're not really experts on this skill and Ares stuff, are we? So we went and asked that fandom guy, and he said you guys are the usual go-tos around here.
I see. Let me guess. You'd like us to go to the hangar and advise your scientists?
You got it!
We'll go now.
Wow, thank you. You guys are just the pizza toppings!
It could just be this specific Manon, but it does sound like they might be using like a slightly different voice modulation.
Step right up.
What's that? Hey.
Nice of you all to drop by. How's it poppin'?
Friend Al really loves saying that.
His idea of a gag. Don't get too hung up on it.
That's right. Someone asks how it's poppin', you say?
Terrible, of course. Yourself?
Is that really a gag?
Better than
Yeah, I
you,
feel like
meaning terrific.
This
Tatsu
feels more like just a
mystified.
greeting.
It is as we have been told. It takes 2 minds to tango.
Hey, Al. Ask me.
Hey Gwen, how's it poppin'?
Naturally terrible, and how about you?
Not awful enough for you to be worrying about.
Huh?
You haven't changed a bit. Say, you've been out of this world. Got any words of wisdom for us from the great beyond?
It's not that kind of highfalutin place. More than anything, it was dull, like a cheap roadside motel.
Please, we would love to hear your choice morsels.
Me too. Color me curious.
Way to gang up on me. I'm warning you, it's a slog. You're gonna fall asleep, I know it.
Nope, definitely not.
Fine. But you're buying the round. Bunch of busybodies. So, before the white whale crashed,
And
a bunch of ghosts got me cornered. I was cut off.
I do like that with this they're bringing the ghosts back into it. Because yeah, we really only saw them in this opening cutscene and didn't really see them show up ever again in the game.
And just as my goose seemed cooked, something opened up in front of me. And also, I felt this huge pull at the same time. My body inside the Ares. We were being sucked right in through the opening. Beyond that was a sight to behold. If space could have edges, that was a place where you could see them all.
What the heck?
Thinking about it now, and to get a little technical, it was a nexus of parallel universes. It was like the backstage of space, the border town of all universes.
Oh my gosh, I was literally thinking we were gonna see
rift
something like
between
that.
worlds.
What the fuck?
Light years beyond the realm of human science. But strangely, most of the Ares features kept functioning as normal. Sure, the sensor suite adapted for human tech kept throwing errors. But the main transceiver never stopped logging huge quantities of some kind of data. And you might think I dreamed all this up, but somehow I could understand what that data was. Not logically, intuitively. You ready?
We're gonna see some Xenoblade 2 now?
Flooding into me in the Ares was the consciousness of all living things
Oh my gosh!
across all universes.
No NVO.
Instinctively, I stopped myself from trying to perceive them one by one.
We actually are connecting it to all the
Human
other
brain isn't
Xenoblade
built to handle
games.
something like that. I could tell in an instant. Think I got that one from an old sci-fi flick, but I'd say it was the right call. Now, the Ares was a step ahead of me. It sifted through that huge torrent of data, presented me with the information I most wanted in that moment.
Oh, it's in Pyra.
How to escape the world of the Rift and get back to this one. The Ares was kind enough to show me the way back home. It's thanks to its help that I came back at all. Well, the universe Earth was part of was destroyed. This one with Mira is a completely different one. So maybe back is the wrong word.
Sounds like quite the trip. So that's your plan for us to leave this universe? You're proposing
Gosh,
we use the
even just seeing
Ares to
those
escape?
moments just make me so happy that all the Xenoblade games
Well,
are playable
more or
on
less.
just one system. Well, two now technically with the Switch 2.
I don't really understand exactly how I got here. One slip up and I'd be washed away in that stream. I might never have been able to escape it. That world. It's a mind prison.
A prison?
Void Seat. I think he was held there. His consciousness, at least. You told me about the Vita, how it was a vessel to facilitate Void's coming. I guess what it did was channel his soul in some shape or form, freeing him of his shackles.
What does that mean, though?
Now hold on a sec. That's like how our MIMs work.
No way.
All the loose threads seem to be coming together.
Perhaps Void escaped from his cell by tracking the Ares as it left the rift between worlds. It would explain the impeccable timing. And here's the kicker. The thing that's in the Vita, it's not just his mind, it's his body, too.
When the Ares first appeared in this world, it was shortly before we encountered you, right? Then the Ghost's appearance and the DMAT events. It's possible that it caused both of them to manifest.
Wait. I see you trying to connect all the dots. Don't you think you're jumping the gun?
Maybe. But when Void showed up and attacked my world to claim the Ares, think about it. That was exactly when the Ghosts appeared.
I still love, like, I was literally thinking about, like, imagine if we
What are
see
we
stuff from
thinking
the
then?
other Xenoblade games show up in this cutscene.
Cause and
and
effect, or...
literally right before I was gonna say it, we gotta see.
Void said he brought worlds into
Shulk and
Concord.
Fiora.
I feel like I'm starting to get the picture here.
Must be urgent.
Yeah. We need you in Oblivia. Hoping you can track down a man-on engineer.
Roger. Let's hear the details.
Here you go. The guy is in charge of the jump drive design. Apparently, he had a part in mind for the Crux, but it was sitting in a ganglion stronghold, so we had him get it.
Oh my gosh.
That's a bold move,
Yeah,
Commander.
no wonder why he needs assistance now.
What can I say? These are desperate times, so... We did assign an escort, but then Ganglion found him and we lost contact.
Understood. That's enough to go on. We'll head for Oblivia ASAP.
Good hunting.
Let's move.
Alright, off to Oblivia. So I'm trying. So he was in a dimension that was, or in between and parallel to everything else. I mean that does raise some questions of the scenes that they showed, but I'm guessing the exact scenes that were shown aren't as relevant. Or maybe he was also seeing all time and space at the same time. He might have mentioned that.
I'd say we're in the right place, huh?
Only ganglion bodies, though.
Seems like our engineer might still be alive.
Yeah. Let's confirm.
Who goes there?
Oh, some Rothians?
It's you.
You again.
Oh yeah, no wonder that
I
Affinity
see.
quest needs to be
Looking
finished
for your
then.
friends, are you?
Do you know where they are? What happened here?
The people of Roth have accepted your exit strategy. We decided to send our younglings to NLA first. We were passing through here en route, where we encountered and assisted human troops in combat with the Ganglion. We were able to claim victory, albeit at a price. I'm transporting our wounded.
Now I see. We thank you.
There is no need. Your friends are safe with us, undergoing treatment at our stronghold.
Oh, that's good.
Ms. Bleed, did you see a man-on in the soldiers' company?
I have not seen any, no.
That's bad.
But there were other units. Maybe they escorted them.
Could we accompany you now, on the way to your stronghold?
Yes, you may.
What's going on?
Looks like a job half
Let's
done.
deal with these first.
You die! Die like beasts!
Let us handle these ones. You have wounded. Get them somewhere safe.
I hear. All yours.
Looks like they're on our
Ready?
case.
Let's move it!
Sparks are gonna fly.
One load and all. Take some pressure off. So long!
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
I know! Take this!
You're in my sight.
Too easy. Move in on the next one. Lay into him.
Over
we
time.
fight for
You know what to
real.
do.
No more games!
Need a boost.
Buffing up! How's this? Buffing up! How's this? Put him down! Going to the ground! Hit him again for me!
Deploying
Go
field.
off with a
Lightning
bang.
flicker! Go me!
Here I
Go
go.
again!
Weaklings!
True Stream Edge! Tornado Blade!
Come on.
True Stream Edge! Fences, I feel amazing!
Try this on.
Got you get for us! Buffing a True Stream Edge!
Need a boost.
Magnum Edge! I feel great! Let me at him!
Gotcha.
Gotta fire! And don't miss! Sliding
Need a
flicker!
boost.
Deploying field. We've got the edge.
Elma, let's get to the Rothian stronghold.
Right.
Thankfully not a far drive. I need to try his skeleton at some point. Oh, actually. So, oh, is the... It's weird that this one just runs. It's cool to see though, and I like the speed it has. Doesn't look like this has a cruise control mode though. I also like the sound design of it.
Up, up.
Yeah, cool skill. Too bad he's the only character that can use it.
Up, up. Hup.
Oh yeah, while I'm here, here's the knife you were looking for.
I think my cooking got better.
Okay, looks like there is a man on here.
We were sure that was the end for us, weren't we?
Tatsu breathed sigh of relief. Thanks to kitty cat friends.
You said it, pal. If you hadn't turned up when you did, we'd be pushing up daisies by now. Thanks. We all inhabit this world together. The feeling is mutual.
We got shot up. And we didn't even get the thing we needed.
Relax, alright? We'll find it at the next location.
Okay, sounds like it was just that one man on.
Yeah, well, starting to doubt
different
that.
voice modulation.
Stay positive, okay?
You sound
A
a lot
moment ago,
more
you were on the brink
like
of
the others.
death. Yours is a mercurial people.
We survived, so it's all good, yes? On to the next one.
Jeez.
Thank you once again. We owe you for saving their lives.
My prince has ordered us to aid humans, and so we have.
Prince, my deepest thanks for rescuing our friends. We're in your debt.
No need. We are allies. But still, Void's appearance here fills me with unease.
You know something about Void?
The Vita. It serves to sustain Void as his material vessel. Consider the battle for Earth. There, from his Vita, did he command the Ganglion.
However, in the chaos after Earth's destruction, his consciousness departed the machine, leaving it a shell, to be pulled in by Mira and crash to her surface, as did you.
Al, what you said earlier.
Yeah. As I suspected, he'd only linked his mind to the Vita, while his body stayed in the rift. Seems to track.
Mission accomplished. Come on, let's get back to NLA.
All these races working together? Mira really is a welcoming kind of place. just like Lau said.
Lau said that?
Al, what? When did you see Lau? How?
It was when I was drifting inside the rift.
What?
But that's...
You ever heard of Nirvana?
The
Some
band?
religions have the concept, and that space might just be it. As I was floating along, guided by the Ares, while I was looking for a way into this universe, I made a little layover in an eerie kind of place.
Okay. Yeah, the beach.
Fancy seeing you here.
Well?
How long has it been? I don't think we ever spoke after I left Team Princess.
I thought you died defending the White Whale, back before it grounded on Mira.
Well, you know, if this is the afterlife, maybe I did. So, how about yourself? Are you dead?
Yeah.
Figured.
I betrayed our friends. I sold intel to the enemy to get back at those who got my family killed. Well, really, I had just given up. It wasn't about grief or retribution. Plain despair tipped me over the edge. It wasn't the right thing to do. And I knew it. I knew. And I did it anyway.
Now you're just sulking, pal. A guy as good as you?
Just don't. What Lynn said. She said, it's what makes us human. Corrupt and disgusting. That's what humans are. She's a good kid. Always trying to put herself in my shoes. I could never atone enough for making a child like her wade into that muck.
Lau's not alive.
My hopelessness. It wound up infecting her as well.
Darn, I was hoping we'd
And that's why you
be
accepted
able to
death?
get him back into the party.
Decided to just give up and wait for it?
Yeah, soon. I'll see Charmaine and Chen-Chi.
I get this might be what you want, but not me. So what if this place is the afterlife? I'm itching for more living. People still need me. Humanity still needs me. I've got unfinished business, and until I finish it, I can't rest.
That's right. That's you to a T. Not me, though. Scram now. You know the way, right?
Yep. I've got the best guide around.
The world I came from. It's a welcoming kind of place. Everyone's ready for your big return.
I sure hope so.
If you make it, pass a message to Lynn. Humans are disgusting. Stubborn, treat others cruelly. But if she realized this, that means she's anything but. Tell her to live.
Lau. I'm not what you think I am.
No more fighting, Lau.
No, Elma, not like this!
Step aside, Lynn.
Dang, this is unusual for Xenoblade games. Usually, you'll remember the outfits
Even
the
then,
characters
when I
were
stood
in
up for you,
during the cutscenes.
honestly, it was just so I wouldn't have to be sad again. I never could figure him out. It was all so childish. I was acting so immature about everything. But back then, you stood up to defend Lau, just the same way that I did. If you hadn't done that, maybe I wouldn't have stuck it out and run away instead. I would have stayed a child to the very end.
Yes. And if you hadn't stood in my line of fire that day, we would have all been as disgusting as he thought. Your actions are what saved us from that hollow despair.
You don't need pretty excuses here. It's all part of life. You gotta take the good with the bad. Anyway, he told you to live. End of message.
Yeah.
Colonel Elma! Requesting a big...
Oh gosh.
What was that? What's going on over there?
Elma, wasn't that?
Yes. The leader of the escort from before.
Didn't they say they were going to Lakeview Stronghold and Noctilum?
Then we go too.
Yeah. Hope we're not too late.
All the way over to Noctilum. Oh, hey, there it is.
The whole team's dead. And look!
Piece of...
Why? What are you doing this for? You want to leave this world too, right? There's no need to be doing any of this!
I wish to know death.
Huh?
Death, is it?
The fear of death is a powerful motivation in creatures like you. Yea, stronger even than your lust for life. I wish to understand this.
And that's why the slaughter?
You think by killing them yourself, you'll get what it's like to fear death?
What was it you called our fight against you? A contest for survival? That's a contest to defy death. You started a war without knowing that?
The best it will simply cease to be. That is not death. Self-evidently, as I have no conception of it. Ceasing to be is simple non-existence. But death, when you speak of it, is wrapped up in many a complex emotion. That I wish to know.
And then? After that?
I have not considered it. You will find my desires are not rooted in emotion. Actions are all. They occur automatically, driven by inevitability.
But that's... It's nonsense. How is that a reason to kill? Why do this?
Enough. Don't try to understand it, Lynn. He can string all the reasoning he likes. But when you get down to it, this guy is pure evil. Our enemy, nothing less.
But...
That's exactly right. Lynn, we're here to make sure we don't lose anyone else today. That's our mission.
Understood.
They're all
They've
guard.
seen us.
Stagger them with a melee attack.
Some pressure off.
I can stagger him, no problem.
Gotcha.
So long.
Deploying field. We've got the edge.
Get down. We can
Yeah.
lay it.
We're on top of this now. One blow ends it all.
Gotcha.
Hostile neutralized.
Need a boost?
Switch to close range combat.
Roger. They won't get a moment's rest.
Need a boost?
This! Fight like children!
Gotcha.
Buffing them. Going to the ground.
Gotcha.
Ghost Walker.
Have some of this.
Buffing them. How about it? Stand. Bruce Freeman. Too easy. Moving on the next one. Let's lay into it. Come with me. Now close the gap. Smash them in. Tornado blade.
This!
Try this on.
That's it though. Sliding slinger.
Your wish.
Yes. Here again, Freeman. Tornado blade.
Need a boost?
Hope you're ready
Come
for
on.
this. Come me. Now close the gap.
Now, melee attacks.
I know. Take this.
Need a boost?
Deploying field. We've got the edge.
Have some of this.
Nice.
Keep up the assault.
How's this? Roger. They won't get a moment's rest.
Gotcha.
Come me.
Gotcha.
Now close
Like
the
he
gap.
wants to join the fight at the moment.
Gotcha.
Sliding slinger.
Overdrive, engage.
This is it.
That cost us a body part. You know the drill.
Buffing up. How's
Now it's my turn.
Yes. Bruce, hit him again for me.
Gosh, that is a big scalp.
You're up next. Scum!
Enough. There is no more to be gained. Your stubborn fixation on living is inordinate. You are unlikely to teach me what I wish to know.
Shut up!
In any case, you will come to my abode. It is, after all, inevitable. The contest continues. As this world's time draws ever closer.
What a train wreck. That creep really gets me seeing red. Makes me gag.
Let's do a quick head count.
Roger that. What's this?
Looks like the part they were after. They found it.
Well,
Looks like it, yeah.
they were able to do what they were trying to.
Then we
at
need to
least.
get this back to NLA. We can't let their sacrifice be in vain.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. It's a real shame our friend didn't make it, but at least the mission's complete, right? Credit where it's due, you know.
Void. That goddamned rat.
Commander, we'll get him. We'll win his little game. We must.
Lynn.
Damn straight. These lives won't go to waste.
Not to rain on your parade here, but how are we doing with the Ares?
We're making good progress thanks to you, are we? We have some news, so would you mind stopping by the restricted hangar after this?
Sure thing, we'll be there.
It wasn't easy, but the mission was a success. Good job.
Hey there, how's it poppin'?
Terrible, right? How about you?
Better than you, meaning terrific.
That's great, isn't it?
Look at him. He's really found his footing here, hasn't he?
Once you really get to know him, most get on with him like a house on fire.
Hey, how's it poppin'?
Tatsu terrible, clearly. And how is friend Al?
Even worse than you, I bet.
But that's not the correct follow-up.
I like to mix it up, keep you on your toes.
Al cannot flip script.
Elma, this vegetable come with a volume knob?
Leave it. You had some news?
Well, I heard the Ares was recreated on your planet. But how much do you actually know about it?
You're correct about it being recreated. Here's the truth. We excavated an ultra-ancient frame and fitted it with auxiliary power and plating. It might be more precise to say we jury-rigged it to run.
So you've got nothing to say regarding the cores then, I take it?
If I did, don't you think I would have told you when I first got to Earth?
Yeah, you got me there.
Vexing, isn't it?
The Ares cores. I learned they're based on a device that existed eons ago.
A device?
A space-time bender. It moves things into different universes and all that. A meta-doohickey. It's a common trope in the old movies, right?
Yeah, except real.
The energy that the Ares could deploy thanks to the cores was in a league of its own. According to simulations, you put the pedal to the metal, space bends like a straw.
I see.
If that's true, what chance do we have of beating Void?
Calm down, Rook. We're still okay.
Right. The fact is, he took the time to come and taunt us. It means he's still getting ready. Well, even supposing he's through the prep phase, he can't just rock it off.
What do you mean?
For all his rambling and raving, if the cores were enough, he could have left by now, brought the world into concord, or whatever his tagline was. But cores alone won't cut it. We figured it out while analyzing the Skell. When I was transported inside the rift along with the Ares...
What the heck?
Machine and mind got melded together. We became inseparable. I won't pretend to understand, but it wouldn't have been possible for a living human to hold onto their self there otherwise. So, without me and the Ares, the cores won't be able to deploy their full power.
Melted with the Ares. I think I get it. Not in the physical sense of being one thing, but like an engine running under the hood?
Damn, you're sharp, Lynn. But the analysis didn't stop there. Better hold on to your seats. While inside the rift, I saw where the rivers of consciousness converge. Something like the crossroads between universes. Even if we get the Ares and cores running, if we can't sync ourselves to that, we won't be going anywhere. Annoyingly.
Is it a question of timing, then?
Put simply, yes. And here's another nugget spun off from the Ares analysis of the rift. The streams of consciousness converging on that universal nexus. Structurally, they're extremely similar to the Lifehold core.
They're what?
Remember what we were talking about before? How Void projecting his mind into the Vita is a lot like the way humans survive inside MIMS. Even with the Lifehold trashed, your consciousness is still being stored somewhere. Not by technology, but by some much larger universal mechanism.
Okay, good.
But that's
I was hoping we'd get more information about
universal
this as well.
What is it?
Dunno. It's just that when I was there, I felt it. You guys. People's lives. It was strange, like I was enveloped by this constant something.
And the Ares can tap into that? This, like, gathering place of minds?
More like souls, even.
Call it what you like. If we make it out of this universe alive, you'll get to experience it yourselves. Anyhow, in order to pull off our great escape, we'll need those 6 cores. We'll need me, the Ares, and some miraculous timing. That's how we sync to the Nexus. Or die
Wait,
trying.
6 cores. Oh my
Matter of
gosh,
fact, Void's no fool. He'll have cottoned on by now.
it literally is
But if that's the case,
why
why hasn't he
an
attacked
Ouroboros
NLA
then?
yet?
If he did, he might end up killing Al. He won't want to risk destroying the Ares either. Still, once he gets his ducks in a row, I expect he probably will try something.
or at least
Okay,
the
so what's our
version of
game
the
plan?
Ouroboros that we saw in
What do you
Future
think, Rook?
Redeemed.
You better knock this one out of the park. Home run! I'll hold you to it, bud. Hey, how's it poppin'?
Terrible. How about you?
Better than you, in other words, terrific. You hear that? Rook's answer?
Yes, and you seem pleased.
Yeah.
Although, why did you want someone else to make the call?
If I get taken out, I want to know there's someone I can trust with mankind's future. And the Rook seems well suited.
That isn't like you.
That's what we need right now. Someone who loves this world. The world and its people, warts and all. I need someone to take over my duty.
You need another you, in other words.
I can't pilot the Ares.
You ignored my pleas and rushed off to fight without a thought for your safety.
Not in that sense.
After the refugees. I'll protect the ship from outside.
Just look at their numbers. You can't shift the balance, not with a single Ares.
Yeah, well, you never know until you try.
Ow.
I'll cut through their ranks, make you an opening. I'll protect you to the last. People of Earth will not be snuffed out here!
You're right. Those eyes, they're just like yours back then.
The jump drive is still in the experimental phase, but otherwise, the White Whale 2 is ready. We'll be unveiling it shortly if you'd care to step outside.
We'd be thrilled. Shall we check it out then?
Yeah, I can't wait!
Tatsu bristling with thrill.
Hey.
Step right up.
Is that a new one? Well, the man on ship definitely looks a little bigger. Looks like some. Oh, we got some life hold fragments there. Oh no, we got that's just the whole tower, I think.
Thanks to all your efforts, we now have a ship capable of withstanding even the longest voyage. Preliminary tests of the jump drive are showing promising results. All that's left is to support those who have not yet relocated to NLA, and to guide our current residents through the necessary procedures.
If the ghosts or ganglion make a move, or further dematerialization occurs, we have the ability to launch the White Whale 2, even before all residents have boarded. Naturally, we'll keep you apprised. We may be forced to make a snap decision. So do be advised.
Once everyone's safely on board, it'll be time to go on the offensive.
Yeah, it'll be all-out war. Any more vessels to escort, and we wouldn't have a snowball's chance of guarding them all.
But this way, there's a single point of failure.
Either way, if we lose the Ares, we'll be dead in the water.
Going all in? I say bring it on.
Changing the topic, where will we be going to?
How are we supposed to know that?
ideally a new universe. But we could also end up stranded inside the rift for the rest of time.
Beep! Terror! Come what may, it seems we will be left as happy as a pig in a blanket.
Scared yet? Very heartfelt. Love you too.
Elma, not to ruin the moment, but duty calls. A lady named Kylie had a request concerning a friend.
Hey,
not made it to NLA yet. Mind getting the full lowdown?
Of course. Right away.
Thanks. She should be by the cathedral in the residential district.
Let's see what she needs.
Really?